When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride in their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great...
Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads it left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Welcome to Pat. He just even
remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia going up tempo.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. The give on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find possibilities.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Zings it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding, receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards.
He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Got his man on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bettis. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
There he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Finds his man. It's Clements. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on foot. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Now the play fake. He's got him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on 4th down.
Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quarterback moving. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical daily distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snagged out in the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Card in the backfield. It's Clements.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
He lets one fly deep. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Wants to go on top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Georgia going up tempo. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Georgia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
We're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Give to the single back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Unloads quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Irish! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Firing to the right, complete. Just keeps moving. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Bulldogs are on the move. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the touchdown Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Clements. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.